we just got done with doubles, and I got to tell you, I am having a great time out here at Golden Gun Club in Watkins, Colorado. This was the warm-up rounds before the championship, the Southwest Zone. And I'd like to introduce you to the general manager of this gun club, Dan Buie, who's also a great friend of mine. Dan, it's a hell of a club you have here.
Thank you.
I want to go over, let's go over and what is the Southwest Zone? And how many are we shooting against? And
the ATA takes the entire country and breaks it up into separate zones. We happen to be in the Southwest Zone. There's 8 different states here, from here to basically Louisiana and
Texas.
Texas. Yep. There's kind of New Mexico. That whole area right there is the Southwestern Zone. If I remember right, I believe there's 7 zones for the entire ATA. So they just break them up into groups, and what we're doing here is the zone shoot. It's actually a satellited shoot where there's four different locations that are holding it: Texas, Kansas, us, and I believe the other one is Arkansas, where we're competing with guys from all over this portion of the country. And there's a couple other zone shoots that are going on the same weekend too. I believe the northern zone's going on, and possibly the western zone. There's a few of them going on at the same time.
So what you're saying is, not only am I competing with the guys that are here tomorrow, I'm competing with all the other states.
Correct.
So man, that is going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to find out just where we sit. We won vet in all 3 events today, so we got some free birds coming. It was practice. We didn't shoot exactly what we had scheduled for, but we had a lot of fun. We met a lot of nice people, and Dan, I got to tell you, man, this is a great club, and shooting all over the country now. This is probably one of the premier clubs, I believe, in traffic. And I think I attribute that to your management. The guys that work out here are just incredible. They do a great job.
They work hard to do this stuff, and I do this stuff this is my first love, so yeah. I put a lot of attention into it.
Yeah. Well, we're having all the fun on the line. I mean, it's going 10,000 miles an hour with their hair on fire underneath, the infrastructure, so that guys like me can have a lot of fun out here. So I compliment you on this club again, and I look forward to tomorrow, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, here we are, folks. July 13th. We are in the practice rounds of the Southwest Zone shoot. We'll be shooting against 7 different states. We just got done with singles, and I got to tell you, I shot with this group here, and I haven't shot with a squad like this in a long time. We had a lot of fun. We shot a lot of great birds. Now, Randy is the chief of police of Farmington?
Bloomfield,
or
New Mexico.
Close. Mel here is he's an what are you? In Colorado. You're Hall of Fame, Colorado.
Yeah.
He was, I think you were Hall of Fame in the 80s, weren't you? Inducted into the 80s?
No, I think 2011.
Okay.
2011.
And he shot the Grand Slam, which is 100 doubles, 100 handicap, and 200 straight singles. So he shot that in 1986, I think is what I saw the record.
I think that's correct, yeah.
And Marilyn and Ron Walker, they have been on the state team, Colorado team, for years. 26 years. And so it's just a fantastic squad. We'll be doing a lot more interviews here today, but I'd like to ask Mel, since you're the all-pro here, what are the 2 most important things in trap that you would recommend to the beginner?
Well, first of all, you got to practice with a purpose. You know, you need to go out there with some key points, and you need to work on those over and over again.
Right.
My system has always been about 10 key points, and then I rotate them. I practice 2 of them for 1 week, then 2 the next week. By the time I go through the list and go to the top again, every bit of my game gets better. And so if you practice with a purpose and a goal, there's no reason you can't shoot well.
I think you guys are starting to see a recurrent theme here, right? Good gun fit, practice, and have fun. Those are a lot of the ingredients that go into trap. Marilyn, what do you think the 2 most important things are?
Focus, number 1.
Focus.
Focus. And gun fit. And, you know, I'm with Mel. You know, focus on something you need to work on.
Mm-hmm.
And open your eyes and see the target.
See the target. So stay away from that barrel, huh?
Yeah.
When you start looking at that barrel, you get in trouble.
I hold a high gun, but when that target comes up, my gun automatically goes to it.
Right. Good.
Yeah.
It's amazing how your eyes and hands are what shoot that bird. The gun is just a tool.
It is. It is.
My man, what
As
are
my friends Jim Powers and Britt Dalton always tell me, eye on the rock, head on the stock, and shoot a little bit in front of each one.
There you go.
So keep your eye on there, keep your head down, and you'll do all right.
Now this right here, this advice is just invaluable. You know, I mean, so we'll be having a lot more interviews here today. Okay, folks, we just got done with handicap, and I'm just going to say it's a good thing this is a practice day, you know, practice round. I shot a 20, you know, from the 27-yard line, shot 23, 23, 23, 24, and I think that adds up to a 93. Wasn't the most important thing on the 27-yard line is make sure you use your eyes, all eyes. I tell myself when I go down to the trap house, use my eyes. And a couple times I'd have these mental lapses where I started seeing the gun, started seeing the bead a little bit, and that's when I missed. So you've got to fight through that in handicap, and just use your eyes, let your hands swing that gun barrel, and you should hit the bird. So we're ready to go. We are consistent, so that's a good sign. We're shooting good. Not quite seeing the birds as good as I did last week when I shot my 98, but we'll be ready tomorrow. Tomorrow's the real deal, and we'll see what we can do. Now we got to get ready for a warm-up doubles, and let's see if we can't do a good score on the doubles. All right. So we'll also be doing some more interviews, and we're really excited about the whole 7-state Southern Zone meet tomorrow, which begins tomorrow. So we'll see you at the rack. Hey folks, we just got done with doubles and interviewed Dan Buie, the general manager, and right behind him I looked up, and lo and behold, there's Clinton Phipps. How you doing, buddy?
Good, Stan. You?
We interviewed him at State, if you remember, and he won the Class B singles. So let me ask you, how'd it go today, buddy?
You know, it went good for warm-ups today, but something I'm really struggling with right now is almost trying too hard.
Too hard?
You know, I know I have the potential,
yeah,
but then I start bearing down into my gun,
right,
and it makes me hesitant in following my bird.
You know, there's an optimal performance level on all top athletes, I'll tell you. They have an optimal effort level that produces maximum performance. And it's not, you know, oh, I gotta hit that bird and you bear down, because when you bear down, you tighten all your muscles, your swing changes, everything about the gun and the way you swing changes. That's pretty amazing, and it's sort of like golf.
It's a lot like golf.
It's
you know,
like
you can't be tense.
You get up there and you say, oh man, I got to par this hole, you know. No, it's not going to happen, is it?
Tomorrow I'm gonna come back and just be my regular old self, relax,
Yeah.
and shoot every target.
Well, you know, that's the neat thing about practice runs before
Oh.
we go into the zone.
It's very important.
Yeah, you can fine tune, you know, what your problems are and get ready for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So I'm really excited. I think
Me
you're going to do
too.
really well, buddy.
I hope so. Thank
All
you,
right,
Stan.
well, good luck to you.
All right, you too.
We'll see. Okay, folks, it's July 14th, Friday, second day of the Southwestern Zone shoot. I had the privilege of shooting with Mr. Glen Zimmerman here. Glen is, we've become pretty close friends. We've been shooting on squads together lately, and I gotta tell you, this guy is hot. He's probably run, how many hundreds have you run lately?
5 out of the last 6.
Yeah, 5 out of the last 6. So
Not counting today.
he's a great guy to have on your squad because, you know, you see his powder and you powder yours. So today we had a phenomenon happen today to Glen. He was on his way to his, sixth 100?
Yeah.
We got down to the last bird, and what happened, Glen? I'll let you share that with him.
It's commonly known as lost. I missed it. And generally, most people, when they miss their last target, it's usually from nerves. Mine was totally the opposite. I was so sure of myself that I got sloppy. And you can't do that. You really got to concentrate, and I didn't. I mean, it was an easy target to hit.
Right.
So
Was
I
it
had
a straightaway? Was it a straightaway?
No, it was a slight left hand bend, but it was easily
Okay.
hittable.
Yeah.
But I think I smoked 99.
Yeah, I mean, he was just powdering everything. He's doing a great job. And so you got a little cocky.
A lot of cocky.
Did
Lesson learned.
Did you get in a hurry on the bird? Did you shoot over it, under it?
I believe, I'm not honestly sure. I think I was so surprised the way it came out
Yeah.
that my head came off the stock.
Okay,
Because I was like really thinking, there's no way I'm going to miss this.
right.
And I did.
And we've talked about this before. There's 2 things that are the most common reason you miss and trap at the 16. Number 1 is if you don't line those beads up to a figure 8, and maybe one of them is a little bit off. Number 2, you lift your head. So those are, and there's all kinds of reasons for lifting your head. It might be foot stance, it might be just wanting to get over with the round or whatever. But I got to tell you, we had a lot of fun. I know it was very disappointing, but you still had a fantastic round. 99, I mean, hey, you're in the hunt.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not totally disappointed because I know what I did wrong. But I've always believed that the gun should be shooting where you're looking. So if your head comes off a little bit, that gun is not going to shoot where you're looking, and that's what happened.
Right.
And it was just pure, honestly, stupidity. So, lesson learned.
Yeah,
the hard way.
we've got another gentleman that was in the same round. He was shooting 100 and missed his. I think he was about into the last round, 15th
Yeah, I think he dropped
bird.
2.
Yeah.
He was so disappointed.
And we're gonna have an interview with him, and so we'll kind of ask him what his mindset was then. But Glen, nice shooting with you, and I really
too.
appreciate you being on my squad, my friend.
Thank you.
And we'll see you at the Racket. Okay, we're here with Clinton Phipps. Remember we were interviewing Glen Zimmerman, and he was talking about missing that last bird running 100, the last round he missed. So we had a similar incident in the same squad. Clinton, you were going 100 straight.
Yeah.
I think you were on station 3.
Of 85, I'd went 85 targets straight.
Yeah.
86 target, I lost my focus for this long. I thought I could go 100 straight today, and I need to remember one bird at a time. This one bird is all that matters.
One bird. One thing I noticed is that you had a mic that was a little bit delayed, and I happened to be watching. I was on post 2, he was on 3, and I was watching him because I knew that mic was a little bit delayed. And he called for the bird, and what happened?
Called for the bird. I moved my gun before I saw the target. Always see target, shoot target. I moved before I saw target. It'll cause problems for you every time.
Yep. And so tell us about your mindset. What happened? What were you thinking? You're on your way to 100 straight. You missed that first bird. What were you thinking?
You know, I was extremely disappointed in myself because I knew today, perfect day, perfect weather, and I knew right there I blew it for my 100. But I have my personal goals of 94 better every time. I gathered myself, took a breath, and refocused to one bird at a time. One bird. This is the only bird that matters is my next one. So that's helped me a lot to finish it out with a 98 out of 100.
Yeah. And he finished strong. He was a little disappointed. And then let's talk about the rest of the day. So he's down a little bit. And then going in, he knew he had to go into the caps, the handicap round.
Yes, sir.
Where are you shooting from?
I'm shooting at the 20.5 yard line.
20.5, okay.
Yeah, I've been stuck here for a little while. It's been a little frustrating for me. But I know I can push through. I'm working on a few things of really focusing. It's easy in handicap to kind of get lazy into the gun and not really following through like you should.
Right.
And so that's something I'm personally working on. And same thing, keeping a goal and little milestones. My goal is to have a 94 or better in handicaps, and I went 94 today, so I'm happy with myself.
Right. And then let's go into the doubles. What was your goal in doubles?
Doubles, I'm a 86 average shooter in doubles. I've been shooting 88s here recently. My goal has been a 90. I wanted a 90. I went in today saying I'm going to shoot a 90. And I shot a 93 today, Stan.
That's fantastic.
If I could do a backflip, I would, but I'm so happy I can't help it.
So are you hearing what he's saying is basically what he did is he came into the day, he was shooting really good, he missed one, he got down a little bit, finished strong, and then finished the day out with 2 more rounds, and he did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
So there's in every trap meet, you have ups and downs. And, but he was strong enough to hang in there, claw through it, and he had a great day.
Yeah, absolutely. Positive attitude, keep your mental game strong.
Yeah.
One target at a time.
One target at a time.
Yes,
well,
sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Stan.
Quentin, I'm really proud of you.
I really appreciate you. Thank you.
And we'll see you at the Racket.